Back when I started collecting Transformers was back when I found this guy at Tuesday morning. He was actually one of the very first Transformers I got when I was collecting, when I first started. And now, about 8 years later, probably about 1,000 robots later, here I am making a review not only on Generations Warpath, one of my favorite deluxes in my collection, but also the G1 Warpath. This is specifically the Walmart reissue that just kind of came out a little bit ago, and I wanted to do an old versus new on this, mostly to just talk about this Generations Warpath, because I actually made a video on him years ago. Not on him, but I showed him off in the haul video, and it was so funny. I was like, oh, I just got this guy Tuesday morning. His name is War something. I don't know. I don't remember, because I was such a noob. I couldn't even really remember his name. But here I am. And you may be wondering, why are you not talking about the Legends Warpath? Because that's newer than this one. This guy's very old, actually. Like from 2011. Well, the reason I'm not talking about that one is because that's a Megatron toy painted up as Warpath. If he doesn't have the turret in the middle of the chest, I don't care. I don't want it. But I have the G1 and what I consider to be the latest actually made for the character Warpath toy that they've released. So yeah, let's see how Transformers have evolved. Let's talk about the G1, because oh my gosh, this thing is goofy. So he doesn't have feet. He has a platform. He just has a treaded platform. He just does not have feet. Let's establish that. No feet. He has no feet. Let's establish that his shoulders are on his hips, and his shoulders are like midway through his arms. So let's establish that. So if he wants to move his arms forward, that is what he looks like. It's kind of supposed to be like an illusion where you sort of like pull the arms out, and they're supposed to kind of look at that. Ugh. It's an illusion. Like, you're supposed to pretend his shoulders are up here. You're supposed to pretend these are his feet. Because this is G1, baby. They weren't too concerned. And it's funny, his basic head shape is mostly just from the fact that it's the canopy to the tank turret. That's his head. But I love it. I love that. It's such a goofy little robot. His articulation's very simple. You can move his arms up and down, even though it looks really funny, and you never want to do that, so please don't do it. And oddly enough, you can move the turret still in this mode. So I don't know if that counts as head articulation, if it counts as torso articulation, but it looks funny. It looks funny, it looks interesting, and it's goofy. So let's transform him, because there isn't really much else to talk about with him. So there's his robot mode. So there's his robot mode. Let's set him off to the side. Really not much to talk about with him. Let's talk about the Generations toy, because oh man, this is one hell of a figure. Now you may be wondering, where's his missile? Now you may be wondering, hey, I see this thing right here. Did he have a missile? Yes, he did. It's the only problem with the toy, and it's why I don't display him with it. Because sure, it would have covered up the hole there, but it also would have covered up the nice little missile rack sculpting there. And also, the missile stuck out like that far. What? No. So I just have it in a baggie in a drawer, because I don't care about it. And I didn't care to get it out, because it looked awful, and you guys should not display him with the missile. Because he just looks better without it. He looks so much better without it. So yeah, let's get in on the details on this Warpath, because oh man, they have given him one hell of an upgrade. Look at that head! That is vicious! Compared to the old one, they have made him look so badass. Oh my gosh. If they make a new Warpath and Earthrise or anything, if it looks nice, I might buy it, but I don't think it can top this one. I just don't. It looks glorious. It looks amazing. I love the head sculpt. I love that head sculpt. And the tank turret is pushed in. You can yank it out. Now, granted, it's for transformation, but you can yank it out and you can have it move up and down. So if you want him to actually fire it, you can. But if you push it in, it goes all the way through. You can see it right in there. And it locks not only the head from moving down, but it also locks it from moving. So I really love that element of transformation. The shoulders look awesome. I love these massive forearms. I remember Thew, when he reviewed this, he's like, yeah, he's got treads on his forearms, so it's like he can just tread you with his arm. Yes, yes, please. And then also, I think I thought of this, but Thew might have also mentioned it. You can like put the hand in and it just looks like a big old cannon, like a Mega Man cannon with this just the hole there. Yeah, I'm a fan of that. Because he doesn't come with any weapons. Surprisingly, he doesn't come with any weapons. But he still has, you know, he still has some good articulation going on. But I mean, he's pretty packed out. Actually, I give him this gun. I actually give him this gun because I like him holding a gun. So I just kind of give him that. The handle's long enough for him to hold it, barely. I just think he kind of looks nice with it. I don't even remember which figure this came with. Usually I do, but I don't remember who came with this gun. I usually give him that. So his body, I love the shaping there. It looks so nice. And then let's talk about these feet. Yes, best tread feet ever. Oh my gosh. And then I'm sorry I have to reference Thew, but he's the best. He's the best toy channel ever. I love how he was talking about how you can just like scoot along and just do his business on his tread feet. That's hilarious. I mean, if you want him to do that, you can. You do have some options with him, like these things up here. You can actually have these angled like this, which, I mean, if that looks nice, that looks nice. Or you could have them fully extended, but at that point it's kind of getting in the way. So I usually just kind of have them fully in like that. You can also have this panel fully up or kind of closer to the head, kind of shadowing it a bit. Because the canopy actually isn't on the back of the head, it's just on this panel here. Look at this, no kibble. Nothing. He has this little bit of a backpack, but I mean, look, it's like the platform for the weapons, like War Machine, you know? Warpath is the War Machine of the Autobots, and I love him for that. I mean, look at that proportion. Look at this. This guy is literally not only a tank, but he's built like a tank, and I love it. Anyways, let's stop talking about his robot mode right after articulation. He's got a swivel at the head, swivel at the shoulder, hinge at the shoulder. He has a nice swivel hinge at the elbow there. He does have a hinge at the wrist, which, I mean, you can use it for stuff. I mean, I really don't see a point. Nothing at the waist. I wish he did. He actually has some really nice tight ball joints at the hips there. I've had this guy for so long, and his joints are still nice and tight. You can see the rest of the articulation there, and the ankles can kind of just move like that. So really good range of articulation on him. He's a really nice figure. So let's talk about the OG boy. Alrighty, so this guy's actually really hard to transform, believe it or not. He's really difficult. So, I mean, kind of thinking about it, kind of getting some time, you know. I think what the first step to do is... To, oh, wait, I did it. Never mind. So, yeah, here's his tank. He has a nice complete set of treads there, which I like. They go from the arms and the legs, or the feet, the big old platforms. You can still move the turret. It rolls. It has some wheels and everything. It rolls. And you can still put the canopy up, and he's just looking at you, which is kind of adorable, I'm not going to lie. So yeah, that's pretty much the tank on this guy. Nice little pocket-sized toy. I like it. I have no problem owning this. It's really cute, and I like it. But this is not cute. This is badass time. Let's talk about Generations Warpath's transformation. So first step, get the hands folded in, and oh my gosh, I love this. Boom. Oh, I love that. I love how you just fold it up and over and then close the door again. I love that so much. And then you get all that folded out, and then get that extended, fold that head in, get that closed. I usually like angling these in the tank mode. And then you get these legs. Look at that panel. Oh my gosh. Put the foot in and just kind of align it. I love that. Oh my gosh. He's really easy to transform, but then this is the best part. Look at this. All of this just like goes down, tabs in. There we go. There's Generations Warpath in his tank mode. Yes, he's an H-tank. Do I care? No, not at all. I think he looks badass and amazing. You can also keep these kind of in. Kind of thinking about it now, I think I like him in more still. Yeah, look at that. You still have the turret rotation. You can actually move it up and down this time, which is really nice. He has wheels on the treads there, so you can definitely get some nice skidding, because, I mean, usually little wheels on Transformers like that don't work too well. I feel like that's not as aligned perfectly as it should be. Is there something I'm missing? Yes, I'm missing little tab. Little tab that goes into slot. I think it looks a little better. But yes, if you're wondering, if you push this in, it will indeed have a head reveal. That is so cool. Yeah, I was just talking about Beast Machine's tank ore. Look at this. This is kind of similar, isn't it? Actually looks kind of cool, I'm not going to lie. I actually kind of think it looks kind of neat on Warpath having his head poking out. But we don't want to do that. Oh man, I love this tank. One of my favorite Transformers tanks. Not my absolute favorite. That probably goes to Beast Machine's tank or the Studio Series Brawl knockoff upscale. One of those is my favorite tank. But this guy's definitely in the list of my favorite tanks. And there we go, man. There's old versus new. You can definitely tell the biggest difference in the tank mode because he's an H tank. He's way broader. He has like this little cockpit right there. I actually really like the look of that. And see, he's just, you know, a little tank. Let's do his rep symbol. It's cold. It's the middle of February. Will it work? Yay, it works. I love how they brought it back and it still works. Oh my gosh, look at that. That's so cool. That's a nice little gimmick. If he was in Reveal the Shield, he probably would have had it. But no, he was in Generations. Wasn't that so weird? They had Generations and then they had Reveal the Shield at the same time. Like, why not just have one? I didn't understand that. Anyways, though, there we go. There is new versus old versus new on Warpath. He just got off the Warpath. I'm sorry, I'm the way I am. Anyways, there we go. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Check out my social media links, PO box address, and frequently asked questions down in the description below. Have a good day, guys. I'll see you in the next video. I hope you enjoyed taking a look at my boy Warpath. One thing I forgot to mention, look at these. It says Zowie, and it says Kapow. Oh my gosh. I love him. Oh my gosh. Okay, bye.